Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. It is kitchen talk time with Granna. So let's just hop into this conversation for today, okay? I know you all watched when Stephen A. Smith was on Sherry Shepherd's show about a week ago now. And he was on there to promote his book. And of course they talked about sports. And Sherry asked him about the Super Bowl, the halftime show, because, you guys already heard that Brianna's going to be doing the Super Bowl this year. And as always, Stephen A. Smith just think he can say whatever the hell he wants to say because, he has his sports broadcasting show on ESPN, and he's very confrontational. He'll sit there and argue with you till the cows come home. That's what he loves to do. That's what he gets paid to do, and he loves it. So he feels like, in my opinion, he can just say whatever the hell he want to say without even thinking about how it may make someone else feel or how it may come across to that person that he's talking about. So, of course, when she asked him about the Super Bowl, and Rihanna during the Super Bowl, he definitely put his opinion out there. He said, she's spectacular and everything, but she ain't no Beyonce. She just had a baby and she's a new mom and, all this kind of stuff. So what do they got to do with anything? Nothing at all. First of all, I don't think he should compare her or any other artist, whoever was doing the Super Bowl this year, to when Beyonce did it, or just compare them to Beyonce, period. Beyonce, she did the Super Bowl. She did a great job and everything. And I'm not taking anything away from Beyonce, because Beyonce is a GOAT. She's the greatest at what she does. She's really good. And she has, people love her. I love Beyonce. I love Rihanna. I don't think you should compare any artist to each other, because everyone has their own style of singing, their own style of music and how they do it. And they're all great in their own way. But of course, that's not what, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, he had to go, just kept on saying, well, she ain't no Beyonce. She ain't no Beyonce. Okay, everyone knows she's not Beyonce. Her name is Rihanna. And they're two totally different women. And he should have just, said, hey, he can feel how he want to feel about Rihanna and Beyonce, but he should not have put that out there. He should not. Now, he had to come back and take his foot out of his mouth, because Rihanna's fans was pissed. A lot of people's pissed, just not her fans. A lot of people was pissed. So he did come back and apologize to her. But, he should have never even said that anyway, because he ain't the best sports broadcaster there is either. And people have opinions about that. He just a very argumentative sports broadcaster. So that keeps him, in the light, because he's going to sit up and argue, until the end. So Rihanna got a lot of her fans and people that really care about her to jump in his butt about it. They got in his butt about it. I know Leslie Jones said something to him about it, said something about it and stuff. And even, when Sherry was doing the interview, she was trying to clean up his mess and everything, but, when Stephen A. Smith get to talking, I don't even think his mind don't be keeping up with what he's saying. He just get to going. He just be gay. I watch him sometime on his talk, on his sports show, sports cast, and I just be sitting there looking at him, and I be telling Dad, why don't he shut the hell up and get somebody else a chance to say something? He don't get nobody else a chance to say nothing. He already had to come back and with boo on his face, when they had the game where the Cowboys, won, and he had talked all that mess about them and everything. So he had to come back and take that. But I just feel like, when it comes to different artists, and, that we should not compare them to each other, because they're all different and they're all good. And there's something about each one of their music that we enjoy. and that's the way it should be. And it's okay if we may like one more than the other. Now, me personally, I'm old school. I'm Patti LaBelle. I'm Gladys Knight. You know, I'm Aretha Franklin. I'm Whitney Houston. You know, I like Mariah Carey. I'm into the little older group of singers. So I don't listen to as much maybe Rihanna or even Beyonce. But you know, that's my opinion, and that's okay for everyone to agree to disagree on who we may like more or whatever. But Stephen, he just put his foot in his mouth. He screwed up big time, and he should never said that, especially when he started talking about her, well, she just had a baby, and you know, something about her, you know, I guess being at home, being a new mom, and all that. And I was like, shut the hell up. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was really thinking, shut up, Stephen. You already said enough. Oh yeah, he said she was spectacular, and then he put on there, and I want to congratulate her on becoming a new mom. That's what he said. I don't want to, you know, say the wrong thing he did. After he said that and put his foot in his mouth, then he want to say he want to congratulate her on being, you know, a new mom and everything. But, you know, there's been some really good halftime performers that has, just performing last year in the Super Bowl in 2022. I mean, come on now. Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, they turned it out. They put on a whole concert. They turned it out. So I don't know, you know, what make him think that each year when they come up with these different performers that they're not going to come out there and give it their all. They're gonna put on a show, you know, because this is the big stage, as they say, you know. So I don't know what make him think that Rihanna is not going to come out there and kill it and give it her all. And I don't know, she's probably going to have some guests, some people coming in with her. She's probably not going to do the whole show by herself. So you don't know what's all in the play or what's all going to take place on in the Super Bowl this year. You know, just ignorant on his part to even compare them. He should know better anyway. You know, I mean, if you want to go back and start counting down best Super Bowls as the rating has them, I think Michael Jackson was up there at #1 when he did his back in, I think, like 93. And Prince in 2007. Beyonce, she was up there, I think. And I think she did, what did she do hers? In 2013? I think, yeah, she did hers in 2013. And she came back in 2016 and did it with Bruno Mars. And his group did it with them. But there's been several people that has done the Super Bowl that has been just blown away. You know, like I said, I was impressed last year when I seen Mary J. and them out there. You know, Mary be putting it down. And when she came out there with Dr. Dre and Eminem and Snoop Dogg and them, they did a great job. So, you know, each year they you know, they didn't already, you know, got together on what they're going to do and how they're going to perform. And I think Rihanna's going to do a great job. You know, yes, she's been out for a minute, you know, taking care of her baby. She been too long to have a baby. I don't even think her baby's a year old yet. But she's been out doing that. But, you know, until she went out and had her baby, she was high up on the chart. She way up there. And people love her, you know. So, I don't know. Stephen A. Smith, I feel like, is just a big mouth. He loves to hear himself talk. He's gonna find anything he talk about to be confrontational about it, or think his word is golden, and whatever he say is what it is, and that's just not true. And it's the same thing when it comes to his show on ESPN. He think none of the other broadcasters, sports broadcasters, know what they're talking about. They don't know, or when they speaking about the different football games or whatever sports they're talking about, he's gonna have the last words. And you know, it's just crazy, and it's okay because he getting paid. People love him. They watch him, you know, every day. So they love what he doing. They love that confrontation, but that's kind of like a part. If you know, it's kind of like watching a reality show. You love that drama. You love that excitement that they bring you, and you love to sit back and watch people like him sit up there and go back and forward with whoever, because it's exciting, it's interesting, it's exciting, it's drama, and you just sit up there and laugh. I'd be sitting up there just laughing at him, like, look at you, man. And I'd be talking to him to the TV, like, man, shut up. Let them say what they gotta say. Give somebody else a chance to say something. But anyway, I hope you guys get a chance to watch the Super Bowl. And I know this probably just put a little more fire into Rihanna. For anyone that's doubting that she's not gonna bring it, I'm sure she's gonna rock it. She's gonna bring it down. And she's going to do good, because she is a great performer, and she's a great singer. She's very good at what she does. She has a beautiful voice, so she's going to do her thing. So I hope Stephen watched the whole show, the whole Super Bowl, and then the following day he come back to his show and he give her props, because she's gonna make him re-eat those words that he said a few weeks back. She gonna make him re-eat it. So I hope when he talks about the Super Bowl, that Monday after the Super Bowl, I hope he go back into details and give Rihanna her props on since he made that statement. Okay, but we'll see. He ain't too big on admitting. He'll admit when he wrong, because I've seen him admit, my bad, I messed up on his show, but then there's always a but behind it. He'll be like, oh, my bad, but, he always does that. He always does that. So we're going to see how this play out. We're going to see what he going to do after the Super Bowl when Brianna bring it and she put it down, okay? All right, guys, y'all have a good day. Granna about to get up out of here. I just wanted to go ahead and talk that little mess back about Stephen A. Smith. And, just tell him, I know he probably ain't going to see this video, but he need to just chill sometime and let people talk. And he need to think about what he's saying, especially when it comes to other people. I mean, that may be all fair game and war when it comes to sports, because maybe they got a tougher skin and they okay with him talking smack about them all the time. But when he's talking about other entertainers or other people professional, that he might need to think before he go running his mouth, especially when he out there talking about just giving his opinion on it. This is just his opinion on it, and everybody knows that she is not Beyonce. We know this. Rihanna, she's the one that's going to be doing the Super Bowl. So, I just think that was disrespectful, and that was a little hurtful. And he should not even did that or compare the two at all, because they are two totally different people with two totally different styles. Okay. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. Don't forget to go back and give Granna some love. Hit that subscribe button, share my video, and drop me any comments. If you got some comments about what I think about Stephen A. Smith and his comment about Rihanna, drop it on me. Like we say, we all have an opinion. We all have our own opinion. And that's just my opinion about the situation. Okay? Talk to y'all later.